Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Raymond Guzman and I wanted to talk about Ancestry DNA. A lot of people out here in the world think that there may be just one race or ethnicity, about a couple of years ago, had been seeing some advertisements for Ancestry DNA, and I wanted to get a little bit more background about who I was and where I came from, our bloodlines. And so it was a very interesting journey, to say the least. But I saw a lot of these commercials. For $99, you could, get a test, get a kit and test your DNA. So I embarked on that same journey, and I ended up getting a DNA kit for myself and for my mom. And it was quite interesting once I received the results back. Now, prior to this, I come from Spanish descent. Some people would say Hispanic, but basically I have a lot of Spaniard blood. And my mom always told me, I was Spaniard, and I always told her, I have a little African in me. I have other, nationalities. I always knew intuitively, and I wanted to know a little bit more about my family background and the history of that. So I decided to go ahead and get the test done. And after the test about a year ago, when I had it done, I was debating whether or not to do a YouTube video about the results, because so many people, YouTube and they post the results. But I decided, I think now it's time to do it. I just felt the inclination today to make this video in hopes that, it opens up the eyes of a lot of people in this world. We are all connected in one way or another. If you trace back, into generations and generations of your tree, your family tree, and your ancestors, you'll see that a lot of people originally did immigrate from European countries, or South America, Central America, and Latin America. So there's a lot of different areas, where our ancestors came from. So to say that you are just, one race or one ethnicity, it's almost like you're denying another part of you. A lot of people think, again, like I said, they're just, one race or ethnicity, but we're all connected. And, I knew about certain parts of my bloodline prior to the Ancestry DNA results, but after the actual results. So after those results, I became a little bit more aware of everything else, that I am, as far as my bloodline is concerned. So I'm going to share that with y'all, and it makes a lot of sense, because I do have a lot of spiritual abilities and gifts, and it makes so much sense to me now that I reflect back on the results and where I came from. So here is my ethnicity estimate. And basically what it is that once you you're sent a kit once you pay the fee online and you register on Ancestry DNA's website. And basically they send you a little test tube, almost like maybe about 3 inches long, and then you spit into that test tube to fill up to a certain line. They use your saliva, and then you send that off in the mail to their laboratories. They analyze that information, and then they send you a report. You get an email to your email address, and then you can see your results online. And this is what I am. So basically I have African blood in me, 8%, and this breaks down into 4% is from North Africa. So I have a lot ancestors that probably were primarily in Morocco, Western Sahara, Algeria, and Libya. And then I have 2% of African Southeastern Bantu, and that is primarily located in South Africa, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Uganda. And then I have less than 1% of Senegal, which is located in the Gambia or Senegal. And then I have the African South Central Hunters and Gatherers, which is primarily located in Namibia, Botswana, Congo. So it's in that area. Then I have 3% Asian blood, and this is primarily in Asia Central, which is Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. I can't pronunciate all these words, but hopefully y'all got it. And then I have 54% European blood, and this breaks down into what they call the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal. So I have that, and then I also have 12% Italian and Greek blood. This is primarily Italy and Greece and those areas. And then I have 4% of European Jewish, and this is primarily located in Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, Russia, Hungary, and Israel. So I have that, and then I also have, which would really surprise me, I have less than 1% of Finland and Northwest Russia, Russian blood, and that again is in Finland and Russia. And then I also have Scandinavian, less than 1% of Scandinavian. This is part of Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And I have less than 1% of Great Britain or the English blood. This is primarily located in England, Scotland, and Wales. So I do have that. And then they break it down into 32% American, from America. So I have ancestors that were in America, and that 32% is basically Native American. And so, you know, being a psychic and a medium and having spiritual abilities, you know, it would make so much sense that I have that in my blood, because I do have Native American blood. And so with the Native Americans, they were very known for their spiritual abilities and their connection to the spirit world. They were just very spiritual people. And the Native American were primarily located in North America, Central America, and South America. And then I have 3% Asian, West Asian blood, and this breaks down to, let's see here, 2% Middle East, which that is very interesting. And the Middle East is located in Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, and Israel. So around that area I have ancestors that came from that. And then I have what they call Caucasus, less than 1% Caucasus, or Caucasus, and that is located primarily in Armenia, Georgia, Iran, Iraq, Syria, and Turkey. So really an interesting, you know, I really recommend anyone who is wanting to explore their ancestry and where they come from to do this test. You know, go and purchase it online. It's very simple, and you get to see a little bit more about your background history. And the good thing is, once you do this test through Ancestry DNA, there's a lot of different you know, organizations that test your DNA. But with Ancestry DNA, you can also connect to other people who the DNA in Ancestry DNA connects you to other family members that are your first cousins all the way up to your 7th or 8th cousins. And so it does a match in the system, in their database, and you can see maybe potential family members that are your family members, and you maybe not have been aware of that prior to that. And then you can, you know, message them. It shows you their profile. So it's very interesting. And also there is a feature in there where you can go back and find your family trees and other people who have, you know, already completed their family trees, and see where it ties into your family. So it's very, very interesting. And yeah, I'm very proud of who I am and my bloodline. It's a vast array of different cultures, and I always have embraced different cultures and the diversity. So to say, you know, I'm you know, biracial or multiracial, you know, it would be, you know, very easy for me to say that, because I do have a lot of different bloodlines in my blood system. So I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. And once again, thank you so much. Have an amazing week, and take care.